Yeah, they never been doing it the whole time as far as I know. Nobody never actually stopped.
It's good.
Oh yeah, put me right there. That's you, eh? Uh-huh.
I'm saying, I know, we're talking about levels. Everybody signed up that wants to sign up? Tell some jokes. You want to get up and tell some jokes? Open to everybody. Everybody in this room. Okay. All right. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 1. Nothing wrong with me. 2. Nothing wrong with me. 3. Nothing wrong with me. 4. Nothing wrong with me. 1. Who's got jokes again? 2. Who's got jokes again? 3. Who's got jokes again? 4. Who's got jokes again? Wait, that's not how it goes, is it? Fuck it. Let the laughter hit Pinboys. 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 Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to Pinboys. I'm happy you're here. I'm happy to be here. I had to stop singing because I felt like you can't take much more. Okay. I'm happy. I'm happy everybody's here, and I think we reached the maximum limit of exactly 24 people again, which I like to say this is another sold-out show with Pinboys. So great job on everybody being here, man. This is awesome. Everybody's going to get 5 minutes. There's no content restrictions. Say what you want, do what you want. I always tell people that the only rule is to be funny, but nobody's been following that since I've been saying it. So I'm just going to hope one day somebody's actually great. Now you guys are all awesome. This is cool. I'm happy to be here. Like I said, I'm still very terrified in my house. I'm still afraid of my wife, and she says that it's me that I like. She should be scared of me because I'm sure that I have a fantasy about killing her. Like I have this. It's like this. I don't know. I just get aroused at the idea of her death. I guess because the other day she said that she saw me masturbating in my sleep, and she woke me up. She's like, "What were you dreaming about?" I was like, "Oh, I was at your funeral." Actually, I don't know what the deal was, but she's like, "Yeah, I guess you just have a fantasy about me dying." And I said, "I do like the sound of you gagging on my dick, so it does turn me on. So it might be something there. I'm not really sure, but I am 100% sure that she herself, she does in fact want to kill me. And I don't think that's a fantasy or desire. It's just more of a matter of like when, like she's always like, you never fall asleep before me because I'm afraid that she's going to kill me in my sleep. Like I sleep with a sleep mask on. I'm afraid she's just going to slide it down around my neck and just twist it and choke me out. Or I don't know what it is. She goes, well, think about some of the things that you say to me. I was like, I say nice things to you all the time. She goes, what about the other day? I was like, the other day when I complimented you on how good you look, even just walking around, like just regular clothes? She goes, no, you called me house pretty. I thought that was a compliment because it's like, even in the house, you're just pretty, like it's nothing. She's like, no, whatever. She goes, what about the things that you talk to other women about? I was like, I'm just open with other women. There's no problem with me. It's like, whatever. There's this one girl specifically she always brings up. It's a coworker of mine that we always talk about. Well, she likes this other girl likes to talk about how good she is at giving blowjobs. And I'm like, I don't know if you know about me, but that's one of my favorite subjects. I don't care who you are. I'll talk about giving blowjobs all day. Man, woman, child, or no. Whatever, depends on how old they are. But yeah, I was like, I don't give a shit, man. It's like, we like talking about blowjobs. She likes talking about blowjobs. And she likes to brag about the fact that every blowjob, every time she's ever given a blowjob, she's been able to like knock it out of the park and she can deep throat every dude and whatever. Like, that's pretty cool. Have you ever slept with black dick? And she's like, no. And I was like, that's probably why. You can deep throat every dick you ever tasted or whatever. And she's like, well, I'd like to suck a black dick. And I was like, well, it just so happens I know a guy with a black thing, and she goes, oh my God, it would be pretty cool. And I was like, me and my wife are pretty cool. Let me go ask her if it's okay, just for the purposes of science, just to see if this girl's actually got a deep enough throat, or if her throat is as shallow as a shot glass, is what I wanted to say. So I went and told my wife that this woman would like to give me a blowjob just to see if she's good at it. And you know what my wife did? She gave me a blowjob, and I was like, holy shit! And she gave me, it was like one of the best blowjobs she's ever given me. It was like, I don't know, it's like this thing, I guess, that this switch that every woman has in their brain, that I have to be better than other women, no matter what it is. It's like, I felt like she was like competing against all the whores that ever done anything to me. And I was like, this is great, this is awesome, it was amazing. This is the best blowjob I had ever gotten. So then I went to work the next day, and I told that coworker, I was like, there's no way you could give a better blowjob than my wife, because the way that she treated me last night is the best blowjob. And she goes, oh yeah, did she do this? And I was like, well, I can't really tell by the way you're describing it. And she's like, no, there's this thing I do with my tongue, and I can put your balls in my mouth. So I was like, this is actually pretty good. I'm definitely going to have to try this. So I went back up the next day, and I told my wife again, I was like, this girl's, she's playing her case pretty well, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to try this. And she's like, no, you're not. And I was like, I definitely want to. I think I'm going to have to. And then you know what my wife did? She gave me another blowjob. She moved it again. And I was like, this is crazy. I talk about blowjobs all day. I come home and get a blowjob. This is awesome technique. And this happened like months ago. And to update you, a couple of days ago, at work, again, this girl was like, I'm telling you, I just gave this dude a blowjob and it was awesome. Like, I'm telling you, I give a better blowjob than your wife. And I was like, there's no way you can give a better blowjob than my wife. And I decided to tell my wife again, and now I need a place to stay. So that's that. That's how that goes. And I don't really know, man. I just miss you guys. I'm happy you guys are here. It was cool. I always get that like feeling like no one's gonna show up, and then all of a sudden, like it's literally. I love it when people can't find chairs. I just love that feeling. Like there are positive things about Corona, you know. Like there are positive ways to look at it. I got a DUI in October. I know that's not positive. I got a breathalyzer put in my truck in January, and my kids are like, "What the fuck?" And then when COVID hit, I was like, "This is the test to make sure that I don't have coronavirus every time I get into my truck." And they're like, "Cool." No one else's parents has that. I was like, "Yeah, awesome." So that's just pretty much how it is. So there are positive things, you guys, and I just want to keep that energy, man. Stay positive, people. Stay happy, and get as many blowjobs as you can while you can, because you'll be sleeping. Yeah. Pretty much what I'm saying is date white. No, that's awesome. You guys ready to keep the show going? I didn't even look at the list. I'm happy. We are stacked. 27 comments on the list. At the end of the night, I'm going to come around and pick. I'm going to come around and let you guys vote on who you think was the favorite. You guys tell me if you don't remember their name. Tell me it's the funny-looking guy, the black guy, whatever you want to say. A lot of people voted for the Asian last week, so I was like, you guys are going to want to vote again in about 30, 40 minutes. Trust me. But no, I'm happy. Let's get this show going. Everybody, put your hands together. The very first comment tonight. Put your hands together for Mr. Justin.
How are we doing tonight? I like this energy. Jeez, how many people are new here tonight? Who's never been here before? Welcome. Okay. I like your beard. How long does that take you? 7 years. Are you married? Not yet. You can commit to a 7-year beard. How long is your longest relationship? What relationships is awesome is that beard. And that's why the beard's lasted 7 years. Give it up for a 7-year beard. Welcome to Pinboys. I'm happy to have you. To the facts. A muffin is a cupcake's fat friend. Nobody likes psychedelics in here. That's a little plot joke right there. Who likes impressions? Good. For my first impression, this is an impression of a giraffe giving birth. That's it. That's just how it works. I didn't write it that way. Just drop that shit. And it doesn't take 7 years. I love giraffe births. Sometimes, now that coronavirus has hit, I get really bored. So I like to go to CVS, and I like to ask the people behind the counter for Plan B. And they put that on the counter, and then I put up a stick of gum, and then I ask the woman working the register if I can have her number. I've never once gotten it. They always say no. So I immediately just go, I don't need the gum anymore. Put the gum back. It's renewed my faith in humanity. I hope we survive the pandemic. That's what I'm trying to say. During the pandemic, family calls for help with family. Anybody get calls for like helping their family out during this? Yeah. Like, hey, I just took a shit and there's no toilet paper anywhere. Oh, wow. That was too long ago. My mom called me and said my grandma needed help getting around. So I painted flames on the tennis balls of her walker. She's not getting around any faster. But she looks like a badass going across the living room. My gosh, damn, Gretchen, leave some pussy for the rest of us. My grandma gets pussy. It's all fun and games when your girlfriend asks you to choke her during sex until you find out she's suicidal. It's a bit dicey. I got a little weird. Another impression. Giraffe twins. You ever seen a giraffe twin? It doesn't happen. That's a miracle brought to you by me. You're welcome. I bring miracles here to Pinboys. I was talking that smack last week, 2 weeks ago, and I was like, yo, ain't nobody here, but we got all these chairs. Everyone showed up, and I was like, yo, the chairs, and the bartender was like, fuck no. Don't touch the chairs. If there's not a seat, you're fucked. Tip outside and inside. I do like that bartender. I went through a breakup this week, so I'm feeling weird. Can't tell from the whole set. I felt weird, so I did what I wanted, and I downloaded Tinder to try and make myself feel better. And I started scrolling on all the profiles, and I came up to a person that said, I'm married, but ethnically non-monogamous. Ethnically not monogamous. I don't know if that was the most subtle way to be racist on cheating on your husband, or I got off Tinder. That's the short end of that joke. No more Tinder for Justin T. Thank y'all very much. It's been my time. Y'all have been wonderful. Keep it going for your host, Tyrell Shackelford.
Justin T, everybody. Always loosens up my pull. That's cool, great job. And just for those of you who don't know, the show is being live streamed. Oh shit! Don't touch the chairs. You can't. I just said. You just fucking said. No, here, just take one of those over there. Just take. Right, that's fine. Just all right. It's cool.
I just need a whip.
Oh, you're gonna hit the camera. Okay. Very professional show. We have 1 people watching, so we're killing it out here. Yes. And speaking of ethnically ambiguous, put your hands together for your next comic, Mr. Andrew Willow. I bet you're wondering what product I have on my skin. Yeah, it's essential oils. Yeah, I thought you're wondering what I'm wearing. True religion. I'm at the point where I can only be more annoying by yodeling. It's the only way I have logically got to this step. As a musician, my favorite chord is G suspended. Who said Jesus? Oh, we're not at church! I ain't come here to get preached to! Anyone want to talk about Jesus again? Did you just counter a Jesus with a Jesus? What are you going to do now? What are you going to do?
Jesus.
Yeah, oh man. My managers at work asked if I wanted to, I got hired in the meat department at Kroger. Yeah, you guys can clap. Sex, Michael, yeah. Very funny. Yeah. And they asked me if I wanted to cross train. I said yes. Okay. Yeah, I had to say yes. Gotta do what you preach or whatever. Why would you go to start any new job? It's like a counterfeit gospel. Like no matter what job, like you can avoid church all day, every day, all day. You can avoid it all times, every time. Hey, you can avoid it all day. But when you go to work, they always have some counterfeit gospel. I work for Dollar General, and their motto is serving others. Yeah, where have I heard that one before? See, at Dollar General, I know there's something going out. There's something going on over here, but at here, we're about serving others. Oh, great. I'll do it for Dollar General. Yeah, I'll do it. Okay. I started at Kroger, and literally Kroger's motto is feed the human spirit. Y'all want to take religion out of the government, but y'all can't even take it out of a Kroger. One job I had, literally, they said on one of the slides, they said, the problem with communication is the illusion that it has taken place. Like, I thought I was going to sell paint. Didn't know I was going to be a freaking Taoist monk. Thank you for training me about paint. You guys ever notice there's only 5 songs on loop at Water Country USA? All right, bye. Thank you for voting, everybody. Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ. That was fucking awesome. It was cool. That was pretty good. Pretty good. You want to wait for a joke before you laugh? I think it's kind of rude. No, I'm kidding. No, that's awesome. We go from We go from spiritually ambiguous to sexually ambiguous, you know. I may not be sexually confused, but emotionally I am, because even my depression is bi. So everybody put your hands together for your next comment, Mr. Matthew Parsons! Everybody.
How you guys doing? So I've done some pretty interesting jobs in the past. I did porn a few times, but I try not to brag too much about it because it was a weird fucking company. There was no sex at all. I can't even brag about being a porn star because they literally just paid us to pee on somebody. But we had to do it 3 to 4 times in each scene, and it was a quick way to make $300. Can you even consider that porn? It seems more like bullying or humiliation. Alternative potty training with a friend. Some of you guys, you're voluntarily going out and using public urinals. You're missing out on $300. And I'm not even into piss, but apparently I'm good at it, and it's my superpower. So I wasn't getting peed on, so I said, "Fuck it." The company that I worked for was called Straight Naked Thugs, and clearly I fit the description, I think. Now we had to come up with our own name and all. I chose a name called Caden Pryor. I thought it sounded like a rich family's child getting abducted and being held up for ransom. Like, please, we'll pay anything. Just give us that little Caden Pryor. But now that I think about it, why was I going for a wealthy name? It doesn't really fit piss porn or Straight Naked Thugs. I was probably better off going with R. Kelly. And speaking of leaking, my cat's got anal leakage problems. Every time she sits down, she leaves little shit spots all over the place. This is an ongoing problem. It's been going on for so long that we call her Poo Poo Kitty. My roommate's cat, she's strange and she's really old. She likes to bathe in her water bowl, but she doesn't know how to wash herself or clean herself. So every time it rains, we stick her outside of the window and hold her up and get her all wet. Because she's wet and elderly, we call her Moist Ebony. So yeah, you guys don't get to tell PETA on me. So. But yeah, there's a lot to say out loud. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm tempted to take Poo Poo Kitty's problem and take a pressure washer to her. I gotta save money. I hate spending money, especially on clothes. In fact, the other day I started shopping, and I'm doing it at work now. So I found me a nice pair of khakis, a button-down shirts, and fancy shoes, and I didn't spend $1. You'd be surprised some of the stuff you can find through a few lockers and discovering someone's belongings. My mother is similar, where she likes to save money and time. So when we were younger and we were out of school for the summer, she thought it was cheaper to go out and get us a Busch Gardens pass rather than hire a babysitter. So on our way to work, she would drop us off and we would jump out on the Interstate 64. She would say, "Hey, run real quick. Run to the gates before you boys get ran over. I love you. I'll pick you up at 6 p.m. I'll meet you out on exit 243A. That's my time.
Good job, Matthew Parsons, everybody. Good. He doesn't have a wop, he's got a swap. He's got a shitty wet ass pussy walking around your house. Anyway, that's all I can think of. Yeah. Speaking of awesome pussies, your next comic coming to the stage. Put your hands together, Mr. Michael Ridley.
Howdy. Howdy ho. How are you? How art these? Hello. So I don't know if you guys know this, but does anybody know who Rodrigo Duarte is? He's the president of the Philippines. I'm Filipino. And I'm thinking about it. They call him the Trump of the Philippines. They call him Filipino Trump. You know why they call him Filipino Trump? Because the Philippines has like a massive drug problem, and they don't have enough healthcare professionals. So instead of like getting addicts the help they need, Filipino Trump's like, we just shoot them. Take on the drug addict, we take them to town square. They say, if you smoke drug like that, I shoot you like this. Boom, 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 boom. And like all your fucking crackhead cousins are like, ay naman, it hurts. Ay naman, ay, it hurts. Ay, it hurts. My chest contains bullets. Ow, it hurts. And I'm thinking, like, if there's a Filipino Trump, I haven't been keeping up with Filipino politics. I haven't been keeping it up with the Pinoy politics. But if there is a Filipino Trump, there has to be a Filipino Biden. I don't know, like, what things Filipino Biden would say. I feel like Filipino Biden would just be like, Filipino Biden. Filipino Biden would be like, I remember back in the day, you could walk down the street. I grew up in these streets. I know the people in this town. You could walk down the street to ask somebody for advice. They give you good advice, okay? You don't see that in today's Philippines. I remember they give you good advice. They say things like, don't put lumpia in the toaster. And you ask why? Because it gets burned too much on one side. You don't want lumpia burned on one side. Speaking of one side, my opponent is very one-sided, much like the burnt lumpia. What was I saying? Oh my God, I'm sleepy. You could go down, I remember, you could do a walking down the street, and the lady boy would suck your dick 25 pesos. That's the Philippines I remember, and that's the Philippines I want for our future. I want 3 lady boys, free boy pussy for everyone in the Philippines. My name is Bin Alpo Biden. All right, I just wrote that 10 minutes before I got here. You could walk down that joke is hard because you have to have the cadence of Biden, but also like the lovability of a delirious Filipino man. don't put lumpia in the toaster. It's not good. Soggy on one side. My wife complains about how long blowjobs take, and I've been telling my wife, like, listen, the better you get at blowjobs, the shorter they are. I promise. Like, if you just keep fighting, if you suck a dick like once every 6 months, you're not going to get any better at sucking dick. But if you suck dick for 30 days straight, you're going to get that time slower and slower. So it's like, I need to start timing her. Like, I'm going to wear like that jersey from Foot Locker and just that. And just some high black Nike socks and cleats. Just my fucking dick. My dick out and a fucking timer. And the gun. Just shoot the gun in the air. In the 30 days, there's like 60 fucking holes in the ceiling. Twice a day for 30 days. Super blow me. We'll start a documentary. Super suck me. Suck a dick for 30 days. Fucking 30 suck a dick to completion. She's got like a fucking headgear on. 17 days, just the neck stiffener thing. Suck a dick like this. Also, dangly earrings are gay. Because when you suck a dick, they jangle. Like, that's how you know it's gay. So, but I'm gay for Jesus, all right? It's a cross. If Jesus is like, you want to get in heaven? I want to close strong. I drive a Miata. I drive a Mazda Miata. And a lot, my Miata is pretty cool. But then I realized, like, it's cool in the sense that Pee Wee Herman's bike was cool. A lot of people come up to me and they're like, how much for the Miata? And I look back at them and say, it's not for sale, man. And he's been like, really, thank you guys so much.
George Michael Ridley, everybody. That's good. And there couldn't be an Asian sleepy Joe Biden because their eyes aren't open all the way anyway, so you can be able to tell. He's awake. Too soon? Just a regular. Are you sleepy? I don't know. You can't tell? But speaking of being good at blowjobs, your next comic has the deepest throat in the room. Put your hands together for Mr. Jonathan Williams.
I live up to it. And Ridley, I was waiting for you to be like, if you vote for Filipino Trump, you ain't yellow. Go ahead and use that. I don't know. Anyways, so how was everybody's Thanksgiving? Because mine, I guess the fact that it was in a trailer park that just all fit together just went perfect. So pretty much, so I punched a baby and I kicked a puppy in one night. That's not what really happened, but I just wanted to like bring you up here so when I tell you what really happened, you don't think I'm that much of a piece of shit. I had to bring you up so I can pull you back down. So, but what really happened? So my brother has this stupid idea to he goes to like Walmart and goes to like the shitty, like the dead aisle where all the board games are, because all kids have tablets now and like are watching Pornhub by the time they're 7. So they don't give a shit about board games. And he found like this weird ass movie trivia mixed with charades and shit. It's fucking horrible. But anyway, but every year he does the same fucking thing though. Like we start playing, it's supposed to just be something that like, while I'm recovering from eating way too much food and like trying to pretend like I wasn't drinking whiskey when nobody was looking, just, but like, we're just like having fun with it, like making up our own rules, like, because the fucking instructions are in like Dutch. But, and he'll be sitting like, come on man, take it fucking serious. Like, this is bullshit. Like, you're not even trying. And I'm like, why are you doing like the fucking high school movie halftime speech over a board game? Like, and he's just fucking like, just going in, like, to the point he made his little fucking super fat girlfriend like go off and cry. And it's like, I don't know. I shouldn't talk about women like that, but I fucking hate her. Like, her fucking stomach hits her knees when she walks. But anyways, so like my brother he keeps getting like worse and worse, and eventually at one point he tells me to shut the fuck up, and like that's like my one that's like white girls are like trigger. That's my trigger. Like if someone tells me to angrily shut the fuck up, I'm like, dude, don't tell me to shut the fuck up again. And so he keeps going on. He's talking this and that. And then, like, out of nowhere, for, like, no reason, he's like, the place you live in is a piece of shit. And I was like, what the fuck are you coming at my life for? Like, what the fuck? This is a board game. And I was like, dude, you still live with mom and you pay no bills. And you're 32. And I was like, I mean, yeah, my place is a piece of shit, but that's another fucking whole discussion. So, and I was like, dude, just drop it. And fucking out of nowhere, he comes charging at me like a silverback gorilla, which, I mean, in all fairness, like, I started it. Completely justified. Like, if I got punched by him, whatever. But then at the same time, his hippo of a girlfriend comes running at me, and she's like, you piece of shit! And she's flailing her arms. I mean, they're like, she almost took off with her little bat wings. But, like, fucking just trying to hit me. And apparently I got a text from my mother the next day. She's like, it was really wrong when you punched Jennifer in the mouth. I was just like throwing, like they had like two, I literally like turned into Steve. I was like, oh, crikey! Giant hippos attacking. But, and it actually got to the, like, 'cause my mom has a kitchen with a fucking island. So what they did, like, see, I'm skinny enough, like, I can walk by somebody in the kitchen. They got to do one of these and wait. Because they're too fat, they can't fit through. So if you try to fight me in the kitchen, it literally turned into this. couldn't move. So, but then like it got to the point, like my oldest brother said, come on, it's Thanksgiving, fucking break it up. I was like, all right. Then my mom threw me out. And I was like, okay, that's fair. Go home. So I put my shoes on, I leave, and I do the normal healthy thing. I just completely ignore all family for like 3 or 4 days, don't talk to nobody. So I was texting my mom earlier, and I was like, hey, how you doing? She's like, well, I was cutting up carrots, and I kind of hit my hand. It looks like I punched somebody. And I was like, what a coincidence. My hand looks like I punched somebody too. All right, that's all the time I got.
Jonathan Williams, everybody. Does a week go by where you don't get hit in the head? Does it ever fucking happen? I feel like the argument was like, don't come at me, because at least I have a house. And he's like, at least I have a girlfriend. And your mom's like, I never loved either one of you. He's like, who gives a shit? Get out of my kitchen. Like, oh, that's awesome. This is amazing. But coming up next is Jonathan Williams' less redneck brother, Mr. Anderson.
That is a big beer. I also have one that's halfway finished holding up my phone. That's how you know I like to drink, and I do like to drink. I am a dude, and I like beer. I'm a Hebrew. Yeah, I figured as much. But how many people we got in here? I'm about to do some crowd work online. We got one person still. Yeah. Where are you from, sir? It's just a video of me. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'll do my set later. But yeah, talk amongst yourselves. Those laughs still count when you get a vote for me. Just remember that. I thought that was an Alabama hat, and then I seen it was a Braves hat, and I was like, yes, cool. My name is Earl. That's the truth. Not something I say to sound educated. I graduated with a GED grade point average. When my parents were thinking of the names, they told me the story. My mom was thinking that, she wanted a girl. My dad wanted a boy. They both wanted a dog instead. I remember one time, I'll tell you the story, I had a hood pass. You guys know what a hood pass is? A hood pass, yeah, I didn't think you did, sir. Not you, Tyrell. Obviously, you know what a hood pass is. Look at that linebacker haircut. A hood pass is like where you're in a shitty area that you wouldn't normally be allowed in, but they give you a pass anyway. So I had a hood pass in New York City, and the guy who gave it to me, I realized later that he didn't have authorization to give it. He was a black dude that lived in a Dominican neighborhood. But I thought it was good because he said I was, and he said, look, man, just say my name if you get in trouble. The shitty part is, like, it brought me more trouble because his last name is Doe. His first name is Taekwon. So I was walking down the street. I'm in Washington Heights, New York City, and I'm just going through, and they're like, yo, what's up? And if you don't know New York lingo, it's just like chill 30 times in a row, like, yo, bro, chill. 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 I'm just seeing if it's going to get any more laughs, you know what I mean? Like, yay! Guy online. But, yeah, I went to his neighborhood, and I thought I was gonna like get this Dominican princess. You know what I mean? Then I remembered I was married. Dating is hard when you're married. I'm just kidding. I am a faithful person. The good thing about being faithful is that like you can do shit with your wife that you wouldn't normally do, like eat ass on a Monday after an open mic. I'm gonna put her ass. This is a true story. I'm gonna put her on a ceiling fan, have her spin around, and then just hold my tongue out. My name's Earl. Beer break. Me and Michael drank some beer in the parking lot earlier. That was sweet. We saved money. That was awesome. Yeah.
Read the comments.
If you guys are gonna be drinking tonight and you're gonna leave here, please do the responsible thing and follow me on Twitter.
Read the comments.
I will. Yeah, see, it's just a bunch of comments saying you're gay, fuck you, Earl, I hope you die. Then there's some shit in Filipino I don't understand. No, I'm not gonna go ahead. This is my last mic. I'm not going at the mic. I mean, what are you gonna do? I'm fucking leaving. What are you gonna do? I'm not gonna fucking leave. You can't do this to me. It's my last time. But yeah, I hate you. Since this was my last mic, I wanted to say a couple things, like sentimentally or whatever. I did want to say the N-word. You knew it. Fuck that, man. Come on. But like, Tyrell, the guy that's hosting this show, me and him are like DUI buddies. We both got a DUI, and when I had mine, he was like, "Don't quit." And I was like, "You know what? I won't stop drinking. You're right." And Michael Ridley, I asked him one time. I was like, about a year in, he's like, I was like, how good do you think I am at this point? He's like, well, I didn't think you were going to be this good at this level. And also, I have a Miata. I'm still not going to quit. Yeah, let's keep going. You're gay, you're gay, you're gay, you're gay, you're gay. Hey, Earl, you're gay. Did I tell you guys about the time I met my wife? I have a wife, yeah. Despite my face, it's true. I met her at Walmart. She was pushing in carts. She holds the record on Tidewater Drive. I walked up to her and I was like, "Hey, what's your name?" She's like, "Let me ask you some questions." She said, "What kind of truck do you drive? And are you a bad boy?" I said, I drive a lifted F-150. And I stole that bitch. I'm still not getting off the stage. I'm taking another beer break. But no, seriously, like, I do love everybody in here. Like, Andrew Pavone is one of the most original comedians I've ever seen. Justin T always had that fucking giraffe joke. Ben Staub changes his hair every week. Rachel, if you guys don't know, Rachel is the elderly lady. She comes to every fucking mic. She said, "Fuck COVID, I'm coming out tonight." And also, Rachel, when you die, I will send flowers. I just hope I can. Only thing is, I just hope I can muster up $100 in a week. I'm just playing. I love you. Got to get off on something good. Tyrell, I fucking. This has got to be at least 6 minutes, right? The first time I did comedy, Tyrell was there, and he said, "Don't quit." I was like, "I won't." And then after my set, he blowed me in the parking lot. And I was like, hey, don't do that. I wasn't that good. He's like, I fucking love white people. Ah! That's my time, everybody. It's way past the light. Thank you. 49ers suck.
And the wife that freaking, he burped his wife's ass onto the. No, Earl, what I said to you was don't. No, what I said to you was don't, period. Quit! Please! It was awesome, man. No, that was good. That was good. I remember you told me that I made the greatest mistake of your comedy career, and that was that I was one of the first people to ever pay you to do comedy. And there's a reason I don't run any more paying shows anymore. Yeah, that's cool, man. It's awesome, man. I do wish you well, man. It's sad. It's always sad to see someone go. But much like most of what happens here, like this is, I like to say that like Pinboys is like herpes because you keep coming back. Like, it keeps showing up, man. You may be going for a little bit, but you know there'll be a flare up. There'll be some Earl bumps on my lips every once in a while, man. You'll be back, man. But you will be missed. I would like to say I'll always save a spot for you, but you know there's always in the room no matter what, unless you showed up on a night like tonight where there's literally no chairs. But that's awesome, man. Thank you, Earl. You will be missed. Let's give it up for Earl Anderson, everybody. It's awesome, man. There's 3 people now that you got off the stage. That's awesome. That is amazing, man. I'm gonna miss you. He's going out to California because I guess you get paid to suck dick out there. A lot of dick jokes coming up tonight, and I think that's offensive to your next comic because he doesn't have any testicles. Put your hands together for Mr. Taylor Edwards!
I gotta get situated. I've had a tumultuous week myself. I rearranged my room, cleaned it up. I moved my mirror, put it on a different wall, and I'm very upset with that decision. Because I was fucking with a lady, and I knew I had tits. But I didn't know I had like the tits like a tranny has when she's like fucking the shit out of some hot shit. You know what I mean? It was rough. It was rough, like looking at myself, like face to face. It's like, oh. Fuck. At least I'm gonna come. Now, the other thing that kind of made this week tough, kind of like Matthew, I've been having pet problems. My dog just started her period. I know, right? It kind of sucks because, like, you know, she spots all over the place. But I was excited because I was like, at least she's not pregnant. I can't afford a fleshlight. I'm like, I just gave you choosers. I'm pretty lonely. Does anybody else feel like lube is like way too aggressive? Like, like I said, I was fucking with a lady. She's had 2 kids, so like lube is like a very necessary thing in my life. It's anatomy, guys. Jesus Christ, she's not that old. She's dried up. But anyways. But no, I essentially, like, what I'm getting at is I finished up and I rubbed my eyes
and I was unable to fall asleep after. Like it fucked me up. Like I finished a cone. I'm like, oh, that was great. Why won't they cook? Like they won't stay cooked. Like we've done a lot with silicone, man. We went to the moon. Gave Pamela Anderson a career. Fucking give me insomnia. I'm sick of this fucking COVID shit. I'm happy Pinboys is one of the few mics we can hit as comedians. Like I think it's really funny as like how we're acting as humans, because like I think humans exist to spite nature. That's the only reason we're here. Like we evolved out of fucking single cells to just spite nature. Because like I feel like the last 1,000 years, all we've done is try to perfect inside. Like outside sucks. Like white people love camping. Like, but if you didn't know, giving birth in a creek, not the coolest fucking thing to do. So like we like over the last 1,000 years, we did the pyramids and we were like, oh, we can't do that. And we got to figure out real shit. And we did it, and then COVID came and we're like, fuck inside. Like, this is the worst. You mean just porn on demand? I don't know, water that just comes, like, you just touch something, water shows up. PS5 came out, like, inside sucks. This is against my rights. I have to live in a house that is made that I don't ever have to leave. Like, physically, I could never leave this house. I could get a job that can make it so I never leave this house. I'd never have to leave this house, but fuck this house. I hate it. I'm gonna get out of here on this. I'm a FedEx driver, so fuck all of y'all. But like with driving for FedEx, I've realized something. I think the only reason people don't steal kids is because they're pussy. It's super easy. I have a lot of kids going to my truck, and I drive a fucking moving truck. I don't even drive a real FedEx truck. I just show up in a box truck, and kids are like, what the fuck's up? And I'm like, you? I'm gonna get out of here. My name is Taylor Edwards. Thanks, nobody. Thank you, Tyler.
Ladies again, Taylor Edwards. If anyone's missing a child, that is Taylor Edwards. Yeah, that's a lot. You took your hat off, and I thought you looked like a Cabbage Patch Kid from the Lego. Another, you're gay. It's rough looking at you now. I don't even know who that's for. People are just being rude. I'm happy people are watching. And we're back down to one person. The only people that matter are the people in this room. That's right. So give it up for yourselves. Keep that energy going. For your next comer, Mr. Stop, everybody.
The one person watching is Michael Ridley. No one's watching this at home. Come on, let's not kid ourselves, guys. Let's see what's up. I hate online school. I'm doing online school because of COVID or whatever. And my girlfriend's doing online school too, and it's causing new fights between us. Because I'm good at math and she's not. So she's like, do my test for me. I'm like, no. She's like, the other day she was like, I'll suck your dick and do my economics test. And I was like, that's worth like 5 blowjobs at least. Like, at least 5. And she's like, no, mine are worth more. I was like, no. They're good, but if you analyze the market, there's a surplus of Forbes. That drives the value down way low. You would know if you studied economics, but I'll do your test for you. Fuck it. Okay. Yeah. What else? I've been going to the YMCA, getting ripped at the YMCA, and they have a sign in the gym that's like, "Remember why you started." I'm like, fucking pussy. That's the only reason. Like, that's why everybody's here right now. There's no other reason to go to the gym. Like, what the fuck? That's why, like, there's old men in the gym too, like old ass men. Like, that's why they're here for sure. There's a guy next to me, old, like, dude, dead men. Like, they're like fucking corpses at the gym working out next to him, and he was fucking lifting something, and I heard him say, "Ouch." Like, that's the saddest shit. Just like, she's never coming back, bro. Like she left you in World War I. Get over it. Nobody wants to see your wrinkly fucking six pack. Yeah. What else? I like your beard, bro. It is cool. It's hard not to comment on. Let's see. I want to be a happier person. From like people, I want to inspire happiness in other people in my life. You know what I mean? Like a ray of joy. But I'm my happiest when I'm a terrible person. That's the issue. It fills me with joy. Like I've been enjoying lately, trying to get my little nephew a very offensive Japanese accent. That is what I am working on. That's what I'm working on. I just make sure, because he's young and impressionable, and I want to teach him to be stuck with a Japanese accent for his whole fucking Caucasian life. So what I want to do, he's like, "Hello, Uncle Benny." I'm like, "Oh, no." He's like, "Hello, Uncle Benny." We watch anime with subtitles. He can't read it, but hopefully it fucking boils in his brain. I don't know if that's how it works. I teach him ancient lessons. Ancient wisdom. So one day he'll be like, "Oh, my Uncle Benny taught me with great power comes great responsibility." So I'm like, "Why the fuck do you talk like that?" You're like, "My uncle talks like that." Like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. One day he told me I have squinty eyes. He's talked to me like this ever since. I don't know. What do you do? What's wrong with him? Cool. I forget the next thing I was going to talk about. Yada, yada, yada. Oh yeah, I was playing Trivial Pursuit with my family the other day. Me and my dad were playing Trivial Pursuit, and I needed one piece to win, the pink piece, the pop culture piece, and the question was like, which Broadway musical features a drag queen, da-da-da-da-da, and I knew the answer. I was like, that's Kinky Boots the musical. I knew the answer, but I was like, I'm not. I was like, Broadway musicals, I don't know what the fuck, you think I'm good with the fuck? Like, fuck no, like, I don't want my dad to have two losses in one night. Like, he's gonna lose a Trivial Pursuit, and also find out he's a gay song. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, I was like, it's Lion King, I don't know. Yeah. Let's see, I've been having nightmares. Anybody have nightmares in here? You have nightmares? You ever had sleep paralysis? You ever had that? That's not. I had sleep paralysis the other night, and that's scary. It's very, like, I woke up and I thought I'd been possessed. You know what I mean? Like, I was like really thought, and I woke my girlfriend up. I was like, "Can you fucking cuddle me or something?" Like, I'm scared. She was like, "Shut up." I was like, "Oh my god, she's possessed too." Like, what the fuck? It's like, this isn't good. And so then I was just trying to like remember prayers because I didn't fucking I hadn't like prayed forever, and I didn't know what to do in the situation. And like I realized I didn't know them because I was like, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. And fucking when I die, I go to gangster paradise." That's what's gonna happen. All right, I have 10 more seconds, but guess what? I ain't using it. All right, give it up for Tyler, everybody.
Good job, everybody.
That's not doing shit. Getting it all wet.
Just play with the tip. It's cool. You're having trouble teaching your nephew to be Japanese. I have to teach 2 white kids to be black. So I just left. No, I just teach them to spit on cops and not pay their bills. So I don't fucking know. It's fucking tough. Good stuff. Are you guys ready for your last comic of the evening? Certifiably crazier than the rest of us. Put your hands together for Miss Krista Gray.
people that can write jokes and punchlines and do funny things. I can't do. I've decided I'm just going to stop trying. I don't do it well. I just found out that I have this thing. I've had like my whole life, and I didn't know it. My privilege, which listen. I didn't know that I didn't have to apologize when you bumped into me. What? Wait. I don't have to cut that person's food on their tray? No? Okay. I'm working on it. Not really. Anyway, so that's just what I do, but I don't have to. That's kind of cool. So I'm going to use that newfound privilege, and I'm going to still pull the lid off your shirts. I'm going to still tell you to chew with your mouth shut, and I'm going to tell you, listen, it's okay to have the beard, but it's okay to manscape a little bit. It's not. Nobody's going to say you're a pussy because you look really strong and brawny, and I'm single. Anyway, because I'm menopausal, not crazy, and I just found that out. Just today. So I'm excited. I'm here because I normally come on the microphone to confess things that I think are on the verge of like, could put me away or not. But if I use it on the stage, it's just comedy. So I'm gonna get this out so it could just be comedy. I think I saw Justin Bieber. And then I had a panic attack in the middle of a 7-Eleven for no reason whatsoever. But I thanked him and I told him I was going to give him my autograph. He didn't come back for it. But I did have the panic attack and I went to a mental institution. Literally. Basically, I've Munchausen my syndrome into being crazy. Like I have talked about being crazy so much, I turned myself crazy. So, but now that I know for sure, a doctor will under oath say she's not crazy, then I can get away with stuff because I don't want to feel guilty. I'm not Becky. I feel guilty about everything. So if I don't have to feel guilty that I'm out and about doing crazy things, I can be maniacal. Do you see that? Am I making sense? I don't want to be crazy. I want to be vicious, maniacal, hateful, conniving, backstabbing. I'm still going to help you. I promise. But I want to be all those things. I do. I want to live up to the stereotype. Yeah, now that we have a live stream, I'm going to promote my OnlyFans.
Oh,
right? Yeah. I don't have one yet, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a little taste of what you can see. Listen, I really did think I was nuts for a while, so I have been avoiding church because I was afraid that I would go crazy and confess stuff that I didn't even know about. If I was split personality, I'm not. Thank God. Because I'm jealous of me if I were. I never know who's in charge. Can it be my turn? All right. This is going to be my promo for my OnlyFans. So I used to be skinny. The kind of skinny that you don't know you're skinny because I'm still me. But I was skinny and I guess hot because people don't know that I have no game. But anyway, I'm menopausal and I'm learning that you don't really have to have game. You just buy a battery charged and you don't have to have game. You could just, anyway, but I need to make money. And in this day and age with computers and mommy porn, I figure saggy titties are the thing. So my balloon-filled sacks of magic sand are going to be, they're going to be like one of those, what's that thing? So what I'll do is I'll just have somebody come and put their And then, hey, baby. Yeah, and then sometimes like, if they like it rough, I'll just like swing them back and forth. Just like oranges in a bag, they don't leave bruises, but they hurt. I think I got the light. I am crazy, it's okay. I told people to watch this. Anyway, OnlyFans, I gotta sign up for it. Somebody help me with that. All right, good night. I'm done.
Krista, sweet tits gray, everybody. Fucking pendulum tits, is that what I fucking? I have to take the S off that OnlyFans thing. This was awesome, man. That was amazing. Give it up, everybody. Eugene and I. I would say you did get a couple of votes, though, Krista. So keep swinging them tits up here. You might actually you didn't win, but you got a couple of votes. There was quite a few votes for the Vault guy. So, Vault guy, you didn't win either, but you did good, man. You did good. You got quite a few votes also. And the winner by his offensive Asian accent, Mr. Michael Ridley. Yeah. Oh, shit. So, all right, we do this every Monday at 8 o'clock, you guys. Keep coming back. Thank you. Ben has no bitches.